Good evening, class. Good evening, class. Okay, then I'll start by calling the register. We have Ronnie John, Dorin Anyango, Purity Jamutai, Maureen Achieng, and then we have Dori Wangu. Okay. Can you see my screen? Okay, our unit is called Ecology, and you are going to do Introduction to Ecology. The session objectives are, by the end of the session, you, the learner, should be able to define the term ecology, state the scope of ecology, explain historical development of ecological concepts, and discuss ecosystem ecology. We have definition of the term ecology. The, the term ecology. Ronnie, define for us the term ecology. Yes. Very correct. Ecology is the scientific study of the interactions between organisms and their environment. It is encompassing the relationship among living organisms as well as their interactions with the abiotic factors in their surroundings. We have scope of ecology. The scope of ecology is broad and extends across various fields, contributing to our understanding of the natural world and addressing environmental challenges. The key aspects of the scope include: number one, we have biodiversity conservation. This is the studying ecosystems to preserve and protect diverse species. And then we have ecosystem management. This is developing sustainable practices for resource use. Number three, we have climatic change and adaptation. This is investigating the ecological effects of climate change. Then environmental impact assessment. This, this is evaluating the ecological consequences of development projects. We have restoration ecology. This is the rehabilitating ecosystems that have been degraded or damaged. Then we have human ecology. This is examining the interactions between humans and their environment. We have issues. Number one, global environmental issues. These are contributing to the understanding of global challenges such as deforestation, pollution, and loss of habitats. Histological development of ecological concepts. The historical development of ecological concepts has evolved over centuries, marked by key milestones and shifts in scientific thinking. Here is a brief overview. We have ancient roots. These are early observations of nature by ancient civilizations such as the Greeks and Romans. Aristotle's work on natural history laid the foundation for later ecological thinking. Then we have 18th century. Carl Linnaeus classification system organized species, contributing to the understanding of biodiversity. Buffon and others proposed ideas about species distribution and the impact of the environment. We have 19th century. Alexander von Humboldt exploration and writings emphasized the interconnectedness of nature. Charles Darwin's theory of evolution by natural selection revolutionized biological thought, influencing ecological concepts. The 19th to early 20th century. Ernest Haeckel coined the term ecology and emphasized the study of interactions between organisms and their environments. Frederick Clements introduced the idea of ecological succession and the concept of plant communities in evolving towards a climax state. Late 20th century to present, recognition of the importance of ecosystems and their services. Advances in technology such as remote sensing and molecular techniques have allowed for more in-depth ecological studies. Increased focus on global issues like climate change, leading to the emergence of conservation, ecology, and sustainability science. Emergence of these sub-disciplines, development of specialized areas like landscape ecology, microbial ecology and conservation biology to address specific ecological questions. We have ecosystem ecology. It's a branch of ecology that focuses on the study of ecosystems as functional units comprised of living organisms and their physical environment. Here are key aspects of ecosystem ecology. Ecosystem ecology examines the flow of energy and cycling of nutrients within ecosystems, considering both biotic and abiotic components. Ecosystem structure and components. It investigates the composition of ecosystems, including the variety of species, that is biodiversity, and their interactions. Okay, and the interactions identifies the roles of producers, consumers, decomposers in energy transfer. Have energy flow examines how energy moves through ecosystems, starting with primary producers, capturing sunlight through photosynthesis, studies the transfer of energy from one trophic level to another in food chains. Trophic levels and food chains investigates the hierarchy structure of feeding relationship in ecosystems, studies that interconnected chain of energy transfer and nutrient cycling among organisms. Ecosystem productivity, it measures the amount of biomass produced by primary producers and transferred to higher trophic levels. Examines factors influencing productivity such as climate, soil conditions and nutrient availability. Have number 6, nutrient cycling, analyzes the cycling of essential elements e.g. carbon, nitrogen, phosphorus within ecosystems, focuses on processes like decomposition, nutrient uptake by plants, and nutrient release back into the environment. Number 7 is the disturbance ecology, explore the impact of natural or human-induced disturbances on ecosystem structure and function, examines how ecosystems recover or adapt to disturbances. You have biogeochemical cycles, it studies the movement of elements between living organisms, the atmosphere and the Earth's surface, includes cycles like the carbon cycle, nitrogen cycle and phosphorus cycle. And then the last one, we have human impacts. It assesses the effect of human activities on ecosystems, including pollution, deforestation, and climate change, addresses strategies for sustainable resources management and conservation. That's the end of our lesson. Any question? Ask. Biotic are living organisms and abiotic are non-living organisms. Okay. We'll have our next class next week. Have a good evening.